Welcome everybody to the most insane battle deck. Thanks to Wizards of the Coast providing me the early access, I have the ability to access all the cards, and I think this is one of the most interested cards in the current set because this is the new card type battle with siege type, and I believe there will be later more battle cards. And without further ado, let's check out some of the cards and then we go into the gameplay. I played already against a lot of creators and this deck is just popping. It's just amazing. You see we have a lot of abilities also to remove the counters by providing damage, so we're doing two things at once. We are pressuring our opponent life total and in the same time transforming our battles to providing more and more board state that makes it almost impossible to recover with. And let's start with our first battle, and this is I think one of the strongest battle. This is Invasion of Tarkir, a 2 mana 5 loyalty battle. When it enters the battlefield we can reveal any numbers of dragons. This is why you see maybe Shivan Devastator, but it also haste creatures, so amazing to beat down the battles if they need some beatdown, or also your opponent. But also without dragons, it just enters the battlefield, deals 2 damage, and for every additional dragon we're gonna reveal, and this is in this case only the Shivan, we're gonna deal 2 additional damage, so we can go 4, 6 and so on. And it can also deal the damage not only to creatures but also to the players and also to the battles itself, so this is also an amazing synergy. This is why we run Orphan copies of. The next battle card is Invasion of Ixalan, a 2 mana 4 loyalty battle card that says whenever it enters the battlefield we look at the top 5 cards of our library and then we put one of the permanent cards into our hand. Often it helps us to find some key pieces that we're gonna talk shortly about it, but also really great battle. Don't want too much of it, so this is why I run only 2 of it, but I believe this is a great number for such a loot effect. But also in later on we transform it into a trampler, and says whenever you cast a spell it gets indestructible, so the creature 4/3 creature will be indestructible as soon as we cast any sort of spell, so it can be another battle, creatures, planeswalkers, sorceries. Then 2 copies of Shigeki because we want to accelerate a little bit in the mana, but also maybe if opponents start destroying our battle cards to get them out of our graveyard, because with Shigeki we can channel it for double X and white and return the battle cards. I mean, I don't need to explain Shigeki too much. And then Invasion of Ergamon, a card that makes everything possible in this deck. Why? Because it's a 2 mana ramp you into your turn 4, and turn 4 is a really important keyword here. But whenever it enters the battlefield we can draw and discard a card, we can create a create a treasure token, and we're gonna draw a card. So it's similar to Cheeky Bricky but a little bit cheaper, and I think this is a really impactful battle card, and it's only an uncommon, so I definitely recommend to craft some of them. And I have all 4 copies of it because this allows us to play into our turn 4. In this turn 4 we can play things like Rampering Raptor, and this is the whole theme of the deck: playing battle, dealing damage to my opponent while still removing the counters from our battle, because Battle Raptor is a questing beast of our March of the Machine. It's a 4 mana 4/4 haste trample, and it can get bigger by investing 3 mana into it, so it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. And whenever it deals damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to a battle card, so you can go straight to the face to your opponent, and even if they block it has trample, it deals damage to the battle. If opponent has a planeswalker, we can also deal this damage to the planeswalker, so very similar as a questing beast, maybe not as powerful because it doesn't have vigilance and death touch, but it has trample, and I think this is a really important keyword here. And then to another invasion card, and this is Invasion of Ikoria, and I will put it more in the spot of 6 mana because we usually want to cast it for 5 or 6 mana. Why? Because whenever it enters the battlefield we pay X, and then we can look into our library or into our graveyard, so we can search our library or graveyard for a non-human card and put this creature card onto the battlefield. This is why you see maybe here we run also Orphan copies of Glissa, plays amazingly into the team, deal damage, remove counters, get more value out of it. But also if we cast it for 6 mana we can instantly find our Raptor and instantly attack our battles, or reducing the battle damage as soon as in the same turn, because you see maybe some of our battles, I believe our Ixalan has only 4 loyalty, so our Raptor will instantly transform this battle. For the 3 drops we talked already a little bit about Glissa, but she has just an amazing ability to remove these counters from any permanent, so including also battles. But also we run 3 copies of Nahiri. I said it in my Twitch, I think this card is a little bit underplayed, slept on. It's a 3 mana 5 damage to anything like creature and planeswalkers, but also battles. You cannot point it to the face, but usually it's more than enough. And if excess damage dealt this way and excess damage damage meant it's more damage than the toughness of the creature, more damage than the toughness of the battle card. We can look in the top X card, so how much damage was dealt, and play this card this turn. So we have some card advantage, especially in the late game. Super powerful to just get this card advantage going. And one of render in turn, because sometimes I don't want this card to be a dead card in my hand. It says it's a sorcery card. This is also a little bit a downside. Remove up to 5 counters from a target permanent. It can be Planeswalker, it can be battles, or whatever permanents there are on the board, and then we draw a card. So it's a 3 mana, replace itself a little bit, and then we can also remove the battle counters from our battle cards. This one copy, but in few games it come up that I won because of this card, because I was able to transform my battle cards and then take over the game this way. On the 4-drop, Invasion of Innistrad, another battle card, and you see we are full with battle cards, so there is nothing you're gonna miss. If you wanna build a battle deck, definitely take some inspirations from this deck, because Invasion of Innistrad is a 4 mana flash battle, so we can play it also on opponent's turn. It says when it enters the battlefield, opponent creature gets -13, so it's enough to kill all the creatures that is currently played in standard. But then also on the upper side, it's an enchantment that comes in and says for 3 mana we can exile a creature or any card from the graveyard, but better creatures of course, because if we exile creature cards from opponent or from us, we're gonna create some zombies that can give us some reach, especially against control decks, really helpful, or against mid-range, killing some creatures and then going the long game with the zombie tokens, really powerful. One copy of Unleash on Inferno, I don't need to explain this card, just a versatile overall removal that provides you with extra value, especially against Fable of the Cheeky Bricky that I encountered really much in this early access event. And last of our 6-drop of course is Invasion of Fiora. I tried it in the stream a little bit, was not so excited, but in this deck it has all its sense, because especially against aggro and midrange we want to get to this 6 mana really fast, what allows us of course also through the treasure tokens that we're creating doing on turn 5, and then we can sweep the board or against legendaries or against non-legendaries creature. And you saw maybe already, if you paid attention, we run a legendary team. Yes, we play 4 times Plaza of Heroes, because all our creatures except our battle raptors, so our Glissa, our Shigeki, are legendary creatures. I also considered maybe to cut Plaza and add some double-sided cards, but it's up to you to adjust the mana base and to get the right things going, because I think if you are interested in battles, this is definitely something you're gonna do. We run all together 26 lands, let's check it out shortly for you, so I'm not gonna lie, 26 lands there, and I'm super hyped to play this deck, so let's go straight to the gameplay. And here we are against Kai, our first game with our battles. I mean, first game for you, I played already a bunch of them. And let's play Plaza of Heroes. Maybe this will confuse my opponent a little bit, going second here. Shigeki, let's see if he hits a removal. And then Glissa. I hope I can follow up with a battle card after I played Glissa. But we're gonna see. Let's play you, let's play Shigeki. Plaza of Heroes fixes the mana for my legendaries. Okay, interesting. A lot of lands. I don't like it. Let's play the tap land. Let's chill. Shigeki will ramp us a little bit. Because I don't like that my opponent is playing here so slow. I think like something that destroys everything. Okay. Sure. Up to 2 basic lands and put them on battlefield tap, so it's a ramp deck. Let's see where my opponent is ramping into. My opponent is definitely how you call it? Gruul ramp. So why not? Why not? Really cool. Jesus, this is a lot of stuff happening here. Let's play first you. Let's see what we hit from the top. Ooh, the Raptor. The Invasion is amazing too. I cannot play a Raptor right now. But let's put it here out. Let's play Glissa, and next turn we can attack with Raptor, just in case my opponent has something for Glissa. Storm the Festival. Super card, super good card, also with battles. Nice. What is this? It deals how much damage? It is gone to each creature. Yeah, it's gone. But we transform next turn our Ixalan. So this is something very nice. Let's play you. Let's play the Raptor. Raptorones атакуется face. And transforming you. Yes. Yes, please. And now if you play it, it gets indestructible, right? But I can play my battle next turn, so it's okay. And if you have something on instant speed, play it. And I considered maybe to add some like play with fire or something like this, you know, where you just play 1 mana, instant speed, deal somewhere some damage. But at the end, I end up with this version. I tried other versions, but... Okay, sure. Double block, he cannot pump it, right? No, he can't. He cannot pump it, no damage will be coming through because of Shigeki, big butt. Ooh, great removal spell. So let's first see what we're gonna draw, right? Discard you. Another one. Can already transform it. And I think I'm gonna do that. So Shigeki goes after you and you go after face. And you see how it all comes together, right? 4 damage to my battle, transform it, instantly transform it. And there's a battlefield. And we discard you. You is okay. Let's go for our invasion to Ikoria because we have a lot of mana. We have a lot of mana and the turn... we keep the removal open, I'm sorry here, the flash removal battle. You see it over my head? I hope you see it. And even Titan of Industry. Bye-bye, right? Bye-bye. This deck applies so much... Oh, nice, bro, nice. I know what it is. This all will be one with battle cards. 6 damage to anything. Resolve. Theoretically, he can point... Oh no, he can't. Creature, opponent, planeswalker. Yeah. So this is his choice. What he can do. Pass. No other creatures. Okay. Then I think this is a good game. Or I think this is a good game. We just need to go for 4 because 4 is the keyword here. Search your library for another Raptor. Raptor has haste. Goes after face. Transforming the Ikoria instantly. Instantly. Transforming the Ikoria. Bam! 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 I love it. I love this deck so much. Guy, let us see it. Let us see the power of an 8/8. It's okay. Let's go next. And here we are against Hamhocks. And here's the mana a little bit, huh? As more as I'm playing it, as more as I think we should adjust the mana a little bit. But nonetheless, if we draw a green source, this is a super good hand. Super good hand. Just give me a green source. And we are on the draw, so the chance is there. We have a lot of untap lands, a lot of basics, because, as I said, and important also to understand that the win rate of the decks in... This is not a green source. The win rate of the decks is... How should I say it? Not as important. Okay, my opponent is some sort of Grixis here. We can currently do nothing because we are missing green mana, right? We can remove some counters later on, but green mana. It's a little bit painful that we cannot draw our green mana in 2 turns, but... Oh, nice. As I said, win rate is not important in this sort of decks. Why? Oh, Rona is amazing. Gonna build the next game, please. So let's play Shigeki, but I think he's gonna eat a removal. But I need to play it to find my green source, right? Like, he needs to do something. Legendary Spare untap Rona. There is this legendary artifact too that can tap legendaries for mana. So you can tap Rona, play it, it untaps. And then you can create mana with it to tap it. And then you play another legendary, it's untapped. Super good synergies there. Okay, pile, convoke, destroy creature or planeswalker. Why with both? Because one damage was not good, right? Ah, you are this Hidetsu Fling deck. Not the card, not like the source, yeah, green source finally. So we play Invasion of Ixalan, look for another green source, play with this green source, Invasion of Ergamon, creating a treasure token, and then we can transform a creature or transform something. We're gonna transform Truga, Cliff Charger, I think. Yeah. So let's play you before we make the land drop. Let's see if my opponent has some interaction or whatever he has there. Let's see if we can hit our green source. Thank you, game. Hit the green source. Playing the Invasion of Ergamon. Ergamon. Sounds like a Digimon, no? Discarding the black source. Yes, please. Opponent with a big score. Okay, sure. Discarding the black source. We don't need it. Drawing a Zeatora. I mean, I don't really need a treasure right now. And we luckily recovered from the mana a little bit. And maybe this game will show you how this deck can go good long games. Not only short games, but also long games. To be honest, I will use the inert on this one, on Ergamon, the Digimon. Transforming it, bros. Whenever souls deal damage to Rona, that source controller exiles a card from their hand at random. It's a land, if it's a land card, so similar to Obliterate, right? You may put it onto the battlefield under your control. Otherwise, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Wow. I'm telling you, wow. Okay, so let's see if we can find maybe... First, let's see what we're gonna find, right? Opponent on 1 mana. Looty. I want to find the other battle card. It's a source too, right? Okay, then let's play you. Let's play you. Take out of you. As long as my opponent let me, because maybe he has some counter spells. Defense. Submit. Transform the Raptor. That's good. Bring you in. Si, senor. Discarding Glissa, because the Glissa cannot attack here. We need to set up a huge thingy. Take Invasion of Ikoria. Or do I? Innistrad. Innistrad is my removal of choice. Yes, gonna be removed. The 5/5 gonna be removed. Can I cast? No, not all. 1 mana is missing. No, the treasure, huh? The treasure. So let's see. Hamhawks for 20. I believe he has counter spells. There is no way he doesn't have counter spells. No blocks. And there's the battlefield. You may discard. Okay. Sure. Another Rona. Okay. There is no other requirements to transform the Rona, right? So let's cast first you. We're gonna create a treasure token, right? So even if we don't draw, but we draw land. Draw land. gonna transform Rona next turn. This Rona. So this is why let's play the Raptor. Next. And then we're gonna, these two go here, and this one goes up. We're gonna see. If he use this Rona, then I'm gonna kill the 5/5, right? Because right now to kill the Rona, he will just next turn transform the Rona again. So this is why not good. But if you use it to chump block something, and then it's good. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Deal to you. Get a creature out. And then we're gonna put it on the battlefield, a 4/3 trampler that can block a token or the Rona, whatever we need to, right? And end the turn. Good. Good. Very good. I like it. Opponent has something to interact for 2 mana. He can maybe kill something, right? Okay. Interesting. Discards 2 lands, draw 2 other lands. This is how I always feel when I play Kiki or something. Discard 2 lands, draw another 2 lands. No, but to be honest, often it's much better than I think. Discards another Rona, so it's a full-on Rona build. Ayara, nice, bro. Nice, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Ayara, I forgot already what Ayara does. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Deal 6 damage to target opponent or battle, and you gain X life, where X is the sacrifice permanent's mana value. Okay. What is your mana value? 0, right? So, and this one 2. Yeah. Transform Ayara. At the beginning of combat on your turn, return up to 1 target artifact creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste, exile it at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. Shu, my friend. So, then let's deal with the 5/5 first. Killing the 5/5, I think, is here much more important. And then... Can I kill him already? That's a good question, huh? This one 4/3, no, that's not enough. Or is it? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's go into the face, and face is the place. Now opponent has difficult decision. Huh? This is 8, 11, 14. Needs to chumpy with Ayara. We're gonna transform another one, and this is what I meant in the intro, right? We provide damage and we keep putting pressure on our opponent with more and more creatures. Very important. Very important interaction, but let's see, my opponent has a lot of loot effects, right? Rona alone, draw cards, discard a card, right? And this is much better than discard and draw card, because then if you draw a shit, you just discard a shit, right? If you draw something better than you have in your hand, you draw it. And opponent don't want to transform it, but he's dead next turn if he don't sweep. But if he has a sweeper, sure. Graveyard hate, by the way. I think my opponent has some graveyard synergies because I saw Ayara. Yeah. Yep. So let's play Ergamon. I thought so. I also think that in the mana base we can use some creatures. Some manlands to just destroy the thingies. Or to survive a sweeper, right? Okay, big score from my opponent. Getting a lot of mana out. And that's okay. this puts me in a spot where I say, do I attack or not? Because what he puts on the top of the library is the question. He can put this 10 mana, deal 10 damage, and you can tap creatures, similar to Connive. But do you think he plays with it? He thinks that I will attack him, right? So it will be smarter to not attack and just chill until I have another creature that is also with 3 power toughness, for example the Dino, that then I can attack with both of them. You ask, you should receive, huh? You ask, you should receive. Not enough. Good game, super good game, Hemhawk. Thank you for this game. It was a really interesting take. A little bit weird. I would not include Kiki, for example, but nonetheless, super good game. Let's go next. And here we are against Swayze on the play, but with a terrible hand, I would say. Mana is terrible, and by the way, Swayze, amazing creator. Who doesn't know him? Give him a try. And again, relying on the green mana. Not sure I can play this hand against Swayze. I'm sorry, Swayze, if this will be a game you don't deserve. But let's skip this. Let's take the Nahiri. Green, black, red. Playing the black here. And let's see what we're gonna draw, what we're gonna top here. By going first. Okay. Let's play you. Let's play my battle friends. Ramp into Dino. No. Maybe we're gonna draw Dino still. Dino is amazing, by the way. Amazing. Dino. I love it. Battling with Dino is something else. Another bad draw. So let's cycle you. We need double black, no, we need double red more often. Okay. Two mana do nothing. Maybe he has some removal. Let's take it easy, right? Let's take it easy. Let's take it slow. 3 mana. I think Swayze plays some Mondrak action, huh? Black mana I see here. Let's bait it a little bit. Let's bait the removal. Let's see what Swayze can top here, if he has an instant answer for our Glissa. He does. A braid, obviously. Maybe this is like Mardu tokens. No, still nothing. Okay. In this case, let's remove one of our battles and let's see if we can get some extra value out of here. Yes. Yes, please. I'm gonna bottom the Shigeki because now we have also 3 damage in the hand. And I'm not sure what he's playing, honestly, but I think with all this ramp, we go for Ikoria. And the turn, a braid's not gonna cut it. But destroy evil. Nice, nice. So a lot of interaction in this hand. Another land, just wanted to say, let me cast my Hasty, Searchy, Raptori. And let's see if Swayze has another answer for it. Maybe Sheldred, maybe something else. Wow. A lot of removal spells here. So we saw already a Braid and Destroy Evil. So it makes it really difficult for me to play the Shivan Dragon for 3 mana. So let's go for for 4. And most likely he has another answer for it, right? Because difficult to play for 3, difficult to play for 4, because he has a Braid, he has Destroy Evil. So, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Maybe we're gonna pop off a little bit. If he destroys evil twice already, so most likely he has a braid. This is why I decided to go for 4 instead of for 3. Invoke Despair, okay. Invoke me, my friend, invoke me. Okay, let's play you. Let's destroy the battle with 8. You. Synergies, huh? Synergies. Everything comes together, my friend. Everything comes together. Here we have the big boy. Sinatora, Apex of Ikoria. Reach 8/8. Says for each non-human creature you control, you may have that creature assign its combat damages to it weren't blocked. So whenever something else, non-human, including him, attacks, it still assigns combat damage through it. Okay, another big score, so maybe he's looking for another Destroy Evil. Swayze, bro. Bro. Just chill. Just a little bit, huh? Just a little bit. I know you have a bunch of removal, but don't need to pack it out here against us. And the question is always, what does he do with so much mana except Invoke Despair, right? As so far, he's just invoking me and destroy literally every creature I put on the board. Okay. Cannot protect with Plaza of Heroes, because cannot protect. But okay. I'm sure he has another braid. Another big score, okay. Where are you going, bro? What are you trying to do? Tell me. Tell me your secret. Okay. He is arcane bombarding here. Good, good. A cool idea to use surveil for bombardment, but this is something I think M-Bacon is good in. So let this deck for M-Bacon, Swayze. I think this... Nice. I think this is the downfall of our deck here. I mean, amazing what he did there, right? This is 3 damage here, 2 damage there. I can destroy the bombardment now with our Unleashed Inferno. But nonetheless, destroying the bombardment. Nonetheless, I think this game is over because he has so much removal now in his hand. We will not even... or Invoke Despairs. Good game, my friend. Good game, Swayze. I think this is... what is a better way to go than lose against Swayze? Great creator. Can only recommend. To the deck. Will I recommend to craft it? Yes, definitely. Adjust the mana base poquito, just a little bit. Some fine-tuning, some here and there. And I think we have a powerful deck. Plaza of Heroes, now after all these games, I think maybe 2 of them, right? Because at the beginning I had much more legendary creatures there in this deck. I had this Miziaga, this Gruul, 3 mana 4/4 with oil counters that can grow, get menace and stuff. I had him in the beginning, then I exchanged him for Nahiri and for this sorcery spell, and this is why I had still Plaza of Heroes in the deck. So Plaza of Heroes I would tune down because I cut it at Mizuga, forgot the name of it, but you know which card I mean. Adjust the mana base, and I think we have a super powerful deck. In best of 1, in standard, if I would play standard, I would add some burn spells, right? Some burn spells, something like Play with Fire, will be a really good option here. Because usually, for example, we can play our Dino, go in for 4 damage, and then Loyalty is at 1. And then in our opponent's turn, we have 1 mana open. On our opponent's turn, boom, Play with Fire on 1. We have a 4/4 blocker in the air that next turn makes another 2 damage and attacks for 4. Great play, I think. So in best of 1, I think this is the right choice for it. If you're looking for a battle deck, I think this is definitely it. There is nothing you can do wrong with it. You have card draw, you have aggression, you have pressure, and this is the most important part. You have great base to stop the aggro decks with Glissa, with a big creature, but also with some sweepers and interaction. So I think this deck has everything that a really like an aggro mid-range deck should have, right? And I love it. I just love it. But nonetheless, on this spot, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like it, and be ready for some other shenanigans in this early access, because I have a long night in front of me to record some cool decks for you. So I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao.